Unions are lining up BHP in the Pilbara.
The big Australian is about to take the big dick from organised labour. The Australian Manufacturing Workers Union is targeting BHP's South Flank and Mining Area C operations. The Australian Workers Union, Mining and Energy Union and Electrical Trades Union are also pushing for new enterprise agreements.
Ease it in there inch by inch, like a gentleman.
With the AMWU, AWU, MEU and ETU all making claims, BHP executives are now saying FFS, WTF is with IR, our bonuses are about to get a lot smaller.
Workers get paid pretty well as it is.
Are they? Basic fly-in, fly-out labouring might get you, what, 130 grand?
Okay, that's not bad.
That's calculated on your on-the-tools time. There's a lot of unpaid travel involved with FIFO life. And let's remember where you're flying to. The Pilbara isn't like the home counties of England.
These days servants are very hard to find.
An open pit iron ore mine has almost the exact thermal qualities of a wood-fired pizza oven.
It's so damn hot.
How good is that salary once you factor in childcare fees because there's only one parent at home?
Hey, you get off those drinks.
Or the bill for couples therapy because there's only one parent at home.
You're both very angry.
Yeah, you must have been at the top of your class.
Or the bill for the divorce lawyer when couples therapy doesn't work.
Yeah, but it doesn't stop something like 50,000 people in WA from doing it.
Well, they're about to find out there's one big advantage of being a union member. You don't have to work very hard.
Oh, I always wanted to be a teamster.
So who's leading this Pilbara union push?
There's a handful of blokes who, depending on your politics, are either fearless campaigners for workers' rights,
Wherever there is injustice, you will find us.
or barbarians at the gate. Just about all of them were at some stage part of the CFMEU, which, depending on your politics, is either an effective industrial relations agency
Wherever there is suffering, we'll be there.
or a bikie gang. Paul Ferreira is the poster boy at the moment. He's an organiser for the Western Mine Workers Alliance. That's a powerful tie-up of the Australian Workers Union and the Mining and Energy Union. If Paul's name rings a bell, it's because he was in the headlines for calling Anthony Albanese a Nazi. Paul was previously accused of telling a bloke on site that someone needs to stick their dick in your ear and some sense into you.
Oh.
He's also proved his diversity, equity and inclusion credentials by claiming he was a lesbian trapped in a man's body.
Aggressive.
And should therefore qualify for a cheap coffee on International Women's Day. Phil Kennedy is with Uplate's favourite union. He's a former construction union official, you'll see that's a trend, who was once busted helping CFMEU organiser Joe McDonald climb a security fence, a feat of strength that bested a world record that had stood since 1987. Phil was also in the manure for repeatedly trying to speak to workers who didn't want to belong to the union.
Sorry, I continue.
Despite all that, he's got a right of entry permit valid until May 2026.
Handy. Who else?
Ian Gill, an ETU official who, like Ferreira and Kennedy, used to be with the CFMEU. Joel O'Brien is Northwest organiser for the MUA. His Facebook page shows strong personal ties with Ferreira, and he's got an ROE permit valid until November of this year. Chris Kirby is an organiser for the AMWU who has used Instagram to post items in solidarity with the CFMEU.
But doesn't have a right of entry permit.
No, he doesn't. Greg Busson is the MEUWA branch district secretary, holds an ROE permit for the MEUWA, valid until April 2027. Ross Kimura is listed as an organiser on the website of the Offshore Alliance. That's a tie-up between the AWU and the MUA, created to treat Chevron like a bitch. Despite that, Ross has organiser at CFMEU and MUA listed on his title on LinkedIn.
Confusing.
MUA hardman Doug Heath is an organiser with the Offshore Alliance. He also worked for the CFMEU alongside Ferreira and Kennedy back in the day. Heath is something of a wordsmith. A decade ago, he was accused of delivering a 2,400-word expletive-filled tirade at a worksite.
You sons of a motherless goat!
He called a fellow union member gutless 26 times, as well as describing him as a snivelling grub and a f***ing maggot.
Angry young man.
Oh, and also a backwards.
Ah, right. So subtlety's his strength.
He holds an ROE valid until November 2025.
Okay, who else?
Jason Lipscomb is our final amigo. He's listed as an organiser for the Offshore Alliance on the Alliance website, but in 2020 he was listed as being a CFMEU Queensland organiser in a YouTube clip and also in a CFMEU publication from August of that year. He holds an ROE permit valid until November 2027.
So surely a lot of these guys wouldn't like each other.
Like each other, they hate each other, but they're putting that aside because they hate resources executives even more.
You are my brother.
For the moment,
Sorry, can we cut?
I'm Ben Harvey.